everyone, welcome to today's episode of Curtin Biz Buzz. Today we are honored to have Miss Wendy Law share her views and experience on the topic online learning and teaching. Wendy is a lecturer at the Faculty of Business in Curtin University, Malaysia. She has a master's in commerce, professional accounting. She has 3 years of work experience in the corporate industry before joining Curtin Malaysia as an academic staff. Wendy is highly experienced in the field of statistics. Some of us may see the word statistic and feel intimidated, but Wendy has a talent of delivering the subject content as easy to understand as possible to students. Hello Wendy, welcome and thank you for joining us in our short interview today. Your topic is on online learning and teaching. Now I do know that the classic way of learning anything mathematics is through demonstrating the calculations and steps on the whiteboard in front of the class. Now, due to the pandemic, most of the classic ways of learning and teaching have been changed. I'm curious to know more about how has it impacted your lessons with your students. So let us get started on your topic. Right, so I've prepared a few questions to ask you throughout our interview today. So the first question I have for you is, what are some of the challenges in moving the lessons online, especially when it is on the subject of mathematics and statistics?
Okay, thank you, Kathy, and hello everyone. Yeah, some of the challenges in moving the lesson online, I think is like to decide on the right software and tools. All teaching materials will be digitalized, paperless, planning the lesson digitally to ensure meeting the learning objectives of the unit.
Okay, that's good, right? So it all requires a lot of preparation, right? For you to, find the right application and program. And okay, that's good. So my second question for you is, what were some of the steps or changes that you have made to allow a more effective and efficient learning and teaching session? Any particular or specific technologies that you use?
Create a lesson plan that works for online learning, attend workshops and learn from others. Sometimes it will be just a trial and error phase to find out if something will work or not, then quickly respond to it if things didn't work out as planned.
Okay, thanks Wendy. So there is no specific technology that you use. So basically, like you said, it's mostly trial and error, right? But I think it's good that because there are so many different apps and technologies out there that will actually help you in delivering or changing from the classic way to the online method right now. So now, as online class is different from a face-to-face class, how do you build up the virtual presence in order to help engage your students more? Instead of we facing them in class and they will respond to us directly and we can see all of the faces at one glance. Now you actually have to look at the screen and also the students using their webcams and all that. So how do you engage them?
Yeah, basically I'll just have to ask them to switch on their camera and my camera, and then I ask lots of questions. During the first introductory session, I think it's very important as this will build up trust and expectation between lecturer and students. I ask students to switch on their camera and introduce themselves as they are expected to work in teams during workshops for the unit and also for their assessments. Without face-to-face interaction, this is at least what students can do to meet with one another. I ask questions from time to time, and students are expected to respond either to the chat box when we use Webex or just on their audio to talk to me verbally.
Yeah, I do agree. The ice-breaking session is always very important during the first lesson. Now, you already have the experience in online teaching. I would say it's been about 1 year plus. Okay, it's been more than a year. So which one do you prefer? Do you have a preference like face-to-face or online? Or could you share some of your personal preference?
I think both delivery modes have their own advantages and disadvantages. For face-to-face, of course, we can meet our students in real person. We can always observe extra information through each other's body languages and facial expressions. For example, we would know whether students understand the topic instantly just by the way they express themselves. their body language, and also their facial expression. They can even demonstrate by doing. This is not actually possible via online platform, or at least with some limitations. Online teaching has its own advantages too. We can explore and use different teaching applications in our teaching. There are endless applications available. So as you know that the only challenge sometimes left for us is to choose the right application in our teaching. Moreover, we are in a digital era. There is no escape from for education sector in this digital evolution. It is always good to learn something new so that our students and even lecturers can meet the current demand in the market.
Right, I think that's great. All right, so moving forward, okay, since I personally do not see that online teaching and learning would be 100% removed, even when we are back to normal in the future or in the near future. So I would like to hear your comments. If you have any comments for our viewers, especially when it comes to the future of face-to-face versus online learning.
Yes, we should take this opportunity, I think, online learning and teaching to explore all possibilities as embraced by lifelong learning skills that we hope students can develop. We should also expect changes along the way and face our challenges with open heart. We all may tumble here and there, but this is just a learning process that we will face in our life, I guess.
Yes, I do agree. Thank you very much for the valuable advice. So we have come to the end of our program today. Thank you very much for your sharing. It was a pleasure having you on today's episode. So thank you very much and take care.
You too. Take care of yourself.